What's going on, guys? Scuba Steve here over at Koala-Tee Performance. Bunch of stuff going on. Finally gonna do some filming. We got Dave over here, Josie's neighbor. He's gonna hook us up and be cameraman so we can actually get you guys some content. So I'm gonna hand the camera over to him and we're gonna get to it because we got a lot of shit going on today.
Dave, this is the rough cut of the faceplate that's going to go in the front of the subframe. This is 1/8 inch thick steel. So we've got this. I didn't mention that we went ahead and took care of the subframe bushings. We went ahead and put in solid subframe bushings. These are considered subframe risers because you're deleting the top pad on the subframe. You're also deleting all the rubber isolators, which, as you can see on the stock subframe bushings, these are almost completely rubber, aside from the shellings. But other than that, these are going to raise the subframe up, bring the geometry up for lowering it, and also get rid of any wheel hop, because these things are terrible with wheel hop from the factory. But yeah, they're in. We went ahead and froze them. And they went right in. The hard ones were these two back ones, and we gave those a couple little hard slaps, and now they're in there. These things aren't coming out. All right, let's get back to Steve doing some good stuff. Let's go check Steve out. He's gonna come over here and make these 1.25" braces. It's, I think, yeah, 1.25" outer diameter, 304 stainless, pretty strong stuff. We're gonna go ahead and brace the subframe for any future modifications I might want to do in the future. That way it can handle it, because the Toyota subframes, these Mark IIIs, are absolutely terrible in my opinion. Like, the factory welds are garbage. Most of them are incomplete. Steve and I had to go over basically the entire subframe, grind down a lot of the factory welds, make sure everything penetrated, and basically stitch weld the entire subframe. Now we're just gonna go ahead and put some braces in. Steve, get to it. Oh no.
Oh no is right. This is why.
Oh wow.
You should have a table saw.
Yeah, and safety glasses. Actually, you still burn your eye with safety glasses. Ask me how I know.
Ask me how you know.
It just happened. Still have searing hot metal in my eye. Well, ow, gee, that's hot. Hello. Hey, I'd say that's toast. Right. How's it going, Steve?
I need another disc.
What do you mean, Steve? What's wrong with your other disc? You mean this isn't okay?
No.
You can't use this? What do you mean, man? It's fine. No, it's fine.
It's so fucked right now.
Dude, it's a minute. Come on. Come on. I think it'd be wasteful to not use the rest of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. For sure. Whoa, let me get out.
Okay, so we have some janky cuts because we don't have a a nice table saw to actually cut a nice 45. So pretty much we cut it like this. We're gonna see how it fits. We'll take the polishing wheel, the flapper wheel, whatever you want to call it, to it and make it fit much nicer. But we're gonna test fit and see how much we actually have to make pretty. Or vice versa. So this is a good fit. So pretty much when we're done cutting these things up, it's gonna look something like this. I'm sure Josie told you. Then we're gonna have our nice plate steel that we have halfway cut here, and then a nice plate that's gonna come over across the top of these like this, and then it's all gonna tie these weak stuff into the whole like front section as well. It's gonna be nice and rigid. It's not gonna want to flex.
I think we're gonna have to pull this diff out to.
Well, underneath it, yeah.
Yeah.
Back at it again, guys.
These blades, baby. That's why you spend money on blades, people. It cuts through this shit like butter. You need to know what kind of blades we run. I prefer Diablo, anything. It will cut through whatever you're trying to cut. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
That's a true story there. Can't disagree with that.
Also, a quick side note: if you're deciding to run one of those aftermarket Amazon oil filter relocation kits, they're really awesome. They're super cheap, super good product. But just so you know, when you try to run your oil pressure sensor or your oil temp sensor off the provided ports, they probably went a little too south on the port location. So the sensor, before it gets full tight, actually contacts this lip here. So we actually had to clearance that. I've already painted it now, but we've had to clearance that whole lip about, a 1/16 or about 1/8 of an inch.
Well, 1/8 of an inch would be like this, definitely not an 1/8.
So probably about 1/16 of an inch we clearanced off of this to get the oil pressure sensor and the oil temp sensors on there. Just a FYI, when you get one of these things, before you install it, go ahead and do yourself a favor for the future and lop about 1/16 off of that thing.
This piece here, this is cut out for around our diff and pinion. You'll see how that's set up in a second.
Is it hot there, Steve?
Yes, sir. Fresh cut metal. So that's gonna sit like this on here. And we're gonna obviously weld the perimeter, and these holes we drilled here to spot weld it, so it, you know, is obviously on there very well. And the next piece is going to come up and over onto these bars. We're probably going to have to trim these down a little bit, because you see how this is hung to the subframe here, just so it tucks and we're not, you know, fighting a height issue with the body. So that's why these lines are like that, and it's like kind of blah. But I cut it square so we can play and cut it exactly how we need to, because you can always take more metal off. You can't add metal once it's gone.
And I think, oh god, I think we're gonna do the same thing with this top piece right here, is that we're gonna drill 3 pilot holes. That way we can penetrate here, because it's gonna penetrate here, obviously, in here, and somewhat on here on the back side, but we're gonna need more area. And I think having those pilot holes will help it at least get some structure in the middle there, and then we'll go ahead and take the diff out and do the rest of this. And you'll be in a world of our imagination. Josie, Quality Performance, Scuba Steve behind the camera. We did a bunch of cool stuff today, you guys. We went ahead and took care of the entire subframe.
Well, that's a lie. We didn't finish everything, so.
Okay, we still got to weld the back of it, but that's going to take like another 30 minutes. We're going to do that afterwards. But anyways, the front side, all done. 1/8" steel, giant spot weld holes, 1/8" steel to triangulate the 1.25" round stock. All 304 stainless. This, don't quote me on this, but this is gonna hold big power. I don't know what big power is, but I don't think we're gonna have any issues out of this subframe. I think the weak point at this part of the build is probably gonna be the CV shafts and the gears. So I think those bad boys are gonna break before anything else does. We've got solid subframe bushings. No more wheel hop. I've owned a bunch of these Supras, and if you don't have solid subframe bushings, the wheel hop is terrible. I don't care what you say. Like,
who makes these bushings? Because they did come in mango, like our coilovers and some other
Max Parts Shop. What is it? Max Shop Parts?
I don't know. I think we hashtagged it on the Instagram.
We did hashtag it on the Instagram. They
check that out if you want to know.
They came in clutch. These are really nice. These somehow match the color scheme with the car. I don't know how. The car's building itself. It's picking its own color scheme. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, I need to come into the light. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of better lighting. But yeah, that's it for today. Me and Steve are beat. We're gonna go home. Steve's got to work tomorrow, unfortunately. I'm gonna sleep for a really long time. Come back in and paint it, finish it up, put it in the car, do all the boring, monotonous stuff. Steve actually got rid of all the old brake lines and put in some nice copper lines, so that's really cool. I'll show you that really quick. It's actually super freaking beautiful. You can see like a sneak peek of these nice curvatures right here. Steve, you're a freaking amazing, I don't even know, dude. I can't even English right now, but you're fucking God.
I mean, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to put that in YouTube. You're the man, Steve. Copper brake lines and any sort of brake lines is your thing. That's the benefit of being from New Jersey and dealing with all the rust buckets. Have fun with that, Steve.
Yeah, rust buckets are trash. But yeah, so Josie's gonna come tomorrow. He's gonna take the diff out, weld the other side, pressure wash paint, and yeah, hopefully he'll film that for us so we can continue to put out content. I know it's rough. We kind of suck at making content, but you know, maybe getting the car done is fun.
Yeah, real life sucks. We've had a lot of stuff going on lately, but more content, more cool stuff. Steve's got a surprise for everyone, but we're gonna wait until we get the money to go get the donor vehicle for it, and we'll film all that. We'll tell you what's going on, and it'll be a big surprise. It'll be really cool. It's gonna be way cooler than this turd bucket. Like, this is just a labor of love. It's my first car. I just wanted it to be OEM as fuck, OEM as possible, whatever. Anyways, guys, you should comment, like, subscribe, let us know what you want to see, what you don't want to see, and we're definitely gonna try harder to put out more content and be more detailed about the process, get some better equipment, better lighting, and maybe move into a bigger shop. That way we can have more fun, do better content, and show you guys some cool stuff. See you for the next one, guys. Peace.